Ciao a tutti, sono Alexander Dario, bentrovati su Genshin Impact. Allora ragazzi, stiamo affrontando la quest legata all'evento del Florvento, quindi proseguiamo ragazzi. Oh, partita una
I plan on
sequenza.
starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
Maybe den? No, that's even worse.
How about layer?
Ah, non me l'aspettavo questa. Ok, quindi impersoniamo proprio Sucrose. Ok, ottimo.
Here we are, Lisa's lair.
Oh no. That was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
Non c'è Lisa, è a Sumeru. Ve ne siete dimenticate? Oh, in compenso però guardate chi è arrivato ragazzi.
Sucrose. Collei. What are you doing here?
I can only sucrose that they were Collei-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
Oh, please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Beh, lo è già.
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Ah, ok.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Collei and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
Quindi spieghiamo tutto ai nostri amici.
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Collei mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Collei, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
Ok, quindi 3 piccioni con una fava.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kallei's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Collei, she'd never known happiness or youth. But things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Collei is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Collei and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes, we came out of concern for Collei. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her. What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Collei into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Oh, quindi adesso torneremo a usare Alexis e Paimon? Eh sì, eccoci qua.
Guess we'll leave Collei and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first? Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Ok, quindi si va alla bacheca di Mondstadt, che dovrebbe essere vicino a Catherine. Quindi scendiamo giù di qua in piazza. Eccoci. E siamo praticamente arrivati. Sono praticamente tutti qua i nostri amici.
Nice! Just as we hoped! There's a load of people here.
C'è anche Mika,
Huh? Even Lisa's here.
che è tornata da Sumeru, quindi.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because of me?
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
Ciao Mika, piacere di conoscerti.
I look forward to working with you.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windbloom. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
A prophecy? What kind?
A good one or a bad one?
Quindi spieghiamo tutto anche a loro. Vediamo se hanno qualche indizio.
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucrose said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like Sucrose.
I will think also. Give me some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Okay, bye for now. Let's head over to Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there. And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Oh, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Grazie. Oh, e torniamo invece da Sucrose and Collei. No, non è vero. C'era scritto nel frattempo Sucrose and Collei, ma noi invece siamo ancora nei panni di Alexis. Ok, forse ho frainteso il messaggio, ragazzi. Allora, qual è la nostra destinazione? Dobbiamo raggiungere le montagne Vedetta, ma in realtà già ci siamo. Forse dobbiamo andare più vicini all'ipostasi di Anemo. Qui c'è la boss fight, però non vedo nessuno qua in giro, a parte gli Illicourl. Proviamo ad attivare la navigazione perché ho paura. Ah, lo sapevo, è di nuovo bloccata. Un personaggio attualmente impegnato in altre missioni. Chi è questa volta? Eula, che sta nuovamente impegnata nell'ombra del passato. Questa quest ha deciso che deve essere portata a termine, a quanto pare. Mi perseguita. Mannaggia, ragazzi. Ok, dobbiamo andare in realtà non troppo lontano, quindi ci va pure bene, tutto sommato. Andiamo a parlare con Eula, speriamo di sbloccare la situazione. Oh no, mi sa che ci sarà da combattere. Vedo dei fatui qua.
The Fatui? What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
Ok, accontentiamo Paimon, facciamo neri sti fatui e immagino che una volta che li avremo sconfitti comparirà la nostra Eula. Ok, 2 sono andati, rimane solo il terzo.
Hold the line.
Let's light it up!
Roast and fry. What unfortunate fault.
Scatter.
Ok, sistemato. Ah, ok, ne è arrivato un altro però.
Let's light it up!
Stay right there.
Voilà, finito anche l'ultimo, ragazzi. Oh, a quanto pare però non sono ancora finiti, accidenti. No! Oh, è arrivata Eula a salvarci. Che bella presentazione. Wow. Stupenda. Veramente molto molto bella. E brava.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
What?
Come?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Beh, in realtà non è la prima volta che affrontiamo i Fatui.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago!
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
E così tu sei Eula.
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him?
Potrebbe aver segretamente a che fare coi Fatui.
I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No! This is an assignment from Master Jean! It's just an investigation, that's all!
Non sei preoccupata per tuo zio?
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
È fissata, mannaggia.
But didn't you say it first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance.
Perché sembri
It's been
così
a while since
felice?
I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people.
Ma non stavi tramando vendetta contro di noi?
We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Ok.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Ok ragazzi, spero che questo abbia sbloccato la quest del Florvento. Vediamo un attimo. Sì, meno male. Riusciamo quindi ad andare avanti con la nostra quest principale. Dovrò probabilmente continuare a fare dei rimpalli così con la quest, con quella quest, spero di no, ma mai dire mai. Staremo a vedere. Intanto qui immagino che troveremo a questo punto Eula, visto che era con lei che avevamo a che fare adesso.
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way.
Got it. Collei, please follow me.
Ah, adesso sì che siamo tornati effettivamente con Sucrose e Collei. E dobbiamo parlare con qualcuno che è in questa piccola area delimitata sulla minimappa. Visto che qua non vedo nessuno, immagino che sia Oh, ho finito l'energia però per salire. Aspettate un secondo. Che si ricarichi almeno un attimo. Ok, adesso ci siamo. Ah, è sparito l'area sulla minimappa, però abbiamo un indicatore preciso. Va bene, andiamoci subito, quindi. No, cos'è successo? Perché sono tornato... Non me ne ero accorto, ragazzi. Come mai sono tornato di nuovo con la nostra Alexis? C'è qualche altro personaggio bloccato? No,
Where to next?
si è resettata la
Let me
cosa.
check my notes. Huh, this way.
Questo è veramente inaspettato.
Got it. Collei, please follow me.
Veramente inaspettato. Non mi era mai successa una cosa del genere. Che strano. Ok, va bene. Speriamo che non capiti di nuovo perché sarebbe un bel problema. Guardate quanta gente c'è anche qua. Amber, Noel, Eula e pure Klee. Ma che botta di fortuna inaspettata.
Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several people over there.
E guarda caso fanno tutti parte della nostra lista di nomi. Beh, molto molto conveniente.
Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her too.
Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also spies. The girl with the long scarf. Collei, we were just talking about you. Ah, right. I don't think you've been introduced to Noel before. Collei, this is Noel, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Collei. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noel. My name is Collei. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here's a Knight of Favonius except for Collei and me.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes. Collei, what do you do? I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Collei. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Che carina.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yep. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them. Amber! Sorry,
Beh, che sorprese sono se glielo stai dicendo?
At least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Meno male.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now?
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me! I'm saved. Sucrose has given me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
Ok, quindi raccontiamo anche a loro tutte le cose.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with. Yep, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. there's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah, so, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
Ok, quindi la timidezza ha vinto. Hanno preferito tornare indietro piuttosto che andare con loro.
Are you okay, Collei?
Ah, vedi che Sucrose l'aveva intuito che con lei era un po' in difficoltà.
Was it that obvious?
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Whatever is bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day, I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized. I'm no Amber, and I never will be. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so... weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Collei, don't say that.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
Ok, quindi avremo un po' di insight sul passato dei Collei. Ok, forse glielo racconterà solo così, quindi noi non sapremo niente. Ah. Va detto che so che esiste il fumetto di Genshin Impact dove viene raccontata appunto la storia del passato di Collei, quindi se siete curiosi sappiate che potete recuperarla in quel modo.
I already knew bits and pieces about her, but still, why did...
I'm
Oops.
sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor. And, I mean... you've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on. But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself.
Oh,
I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything. And I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Collei. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time we get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windbloom.
Your tetra... what?
2 of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure. I'll try the cheese one.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together. Shall we go play with them?
No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Collei needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different, who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Collei needs someone that's just not the same old me.
Ok, quindi si torna con Alexis e Paimon. E siamo da tutt'altra parte. Spero che non ci siano altre sorprese, ma considerando il fatto che abbiamo l'indicatore sulla minimappa, dovrebbe essere tutto a posto. Ok, siamo già arrivati quindi. Vediamo un po'. Chi troviamo questa volta? Altri 4 personaggi?
Starsnatch Cliff! We made it! Paimon hopes we find someone we need here.
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let go.
Timaeus, che sta per cadere nel vuoto? E Rosaria?
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look. Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Sono d'accordo con Paimon. I personaggi sono un po' buttati a manciate in questo caso.
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, traveler.
Buongiorno a tutti.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you would have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Starsnatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windbloom Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Starsnatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
Quindi spieghiamo tutto anche a loro.
I see. So all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
Oh, you saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
Ok.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Va bene. Mi raccomando, Timaeus, torna a casa tutto intero, eh?
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
Ok, dovremmo aver parlato, credo, con tutti in realtà. Vediamo un attimo, raggiungi il banco della creazione dell'alchimia. Infatti, quindi probabilmente dovremmo raccogliere le lettere che ci hanno lasciato tutti questi personaggi. Va bene, quindi si torna a Mondstadt, ragazzi. Ok, eccoci qua. Ah, questa è la cassetta della posta che ha messo Sucrose. Carina.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us. Welcome back. Did everything go well? Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame that Collei got a splinter.
Ah.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive.
Ok, quindi dovremmo aspettare qualche giorno?
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's starving. Hey,
va
Traveler,
bene.
you wanna get dinner? Your treat.
Va bene, Paimon, andiamo a mangiare.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
E questo personaggio che ci sta ascoltando di nascosto?